All right, boys and girls, welcome back to the drive-through. We got another great question here from Brian, and this is the fishing problem. And I'm thinking and fearing this might be an ambiguous case. So let me take this boat problem and really just isolate that picture. That's what we need. So the 5-foot pole is not changing, okay? The length is going to always be 5. Also, this angle is not changing. It's always going to be 22 degrees. Finally, let's see. The fishing pole is 5 feet long and the hook hangs 3 feet from the tip of the pole. So this is always 3 feet. But due to the sway of the boat, the end could be anywhere. And that's why I feel like this is an ambiguous case problem. So, Brian, I think what we're supposed to do here is find the length of the height of that triangle. Okay? So, let's see. According to the 22, x is opposite, 5 is hypotenuse, so we can find x using sine. Sine of 22 is x over 5. So x is 5 times the sine of 22. On 5. All right, I'm going to have to do it on my hand calculator. For some reason, that's not working. Try it again. On. Second. Off. On. Clear. Okay. All right. I'll pause the video real quick. Okay, sorry about that. So you get x is 1.873 feet. All right, so since the height is smaller than the blue, since the red segment is smaller than the blue segment, that means there's going to be 2 answers to this question. Okay? It's going to hit it here somewhere and there somewhere. Now I'm going to reread the question real quick, Brian. Determine which angles the fishing line must make with the pole in order for the hook to be level with the deck. So, they are looking for 2 triangles. That one and that one. Does that make sense? Okay. So, the ambiguous case involves what? Law of sines or law of cosines? Law of sines. Okay. And I believe the calculator will not give us, let's see, how do I want to do this? I need to remember. Okay, so Brian and I had a good little discussion. Here's what we're going to do. Sine of 22 is to 3, like sine of x, x being, I think, that one. It's going to give us the acute angle. As sine of x is to 5, okay? So then you cross multiply and you get sine of x times 3 equals 5 times the sine of 22. Divide each side by 3. And you get x. Sine of x is 5 times the sine of 22 divided by 3. Let me pause real quick. So you get sine of x. I'm going to go up to this step now so we can try to keep it all on one page. Sine of x is 0.6243. 4. Okay? I don't want sine of x. I want what the angle is. So how do I get rid of sine, Ryan? I do the sine inverse. So x is the sine inverse of 0.62434. Second sine, enter, and you get x is 38.6 degrees. That is not the answer to the question. That is this angle. So 34, let me redraw these triangles. I think the angle they want is determine which angles the fishing line makes with the pole. So they want the top angle. So now we got to subtract from 180, and that's going to be our first answer to this question. 180 minus 22 minus 38.6, and our first answer is 119.4 degrees. Okay? Now, yes, so if this is 38.6, then this one would be 38.6. Hopefully you've watched the notes so you understand why that is. If not, this is very confusing. You're going to have to start over. If that one's 38.6, Ryan, then let's do 180 minus that. Brian is what I keep meaning to say. And then you now know, let's see, that this is 141.4. So now let's rewrite this. You got 22, you got 141.4. So to find the missing angle of that one, which is our other answer, we do 180 minus 141.4 minus 22, and you get 16.6. And those are the two angles that this thing will be fishing. If you want a topwater fish, you want to just put your bait very on the top of the water. It's either going to be right there or right there. Hardest question in the book. Boom!